Fast forwarding in common or watch on the social swam say a house say a FunnTV GH podcast stories are training because making headlines and a gymber need to be Exp0sě. I need him now browse mus and a AD can best also be to subscribe to the channel. But money also be to my turn notification bell share na afia for front so answer into me and can be any dema ayana wa like show no so adi amame. But money also be to me drop your comment under the comment section na to me abo me ho ye pa. But action you me show so what my answer adi amame. Any dema now browse yung bon Ryan Simu at this point in time. Say ye bo Ryan Simma and Yaksam Kutua a ye Hawa Koomson and Amaroka say Ijadani Chim butu our political highways in his own. Now K.Taylor and so etimi and make a shocking revelation be afa a ye Hawa Koomson who and Yaksam Kutua grab. Mami Ekopen who was him say or chiche a ye ama Eddie Amabrum for say be your bitty me humbo na omo ahwe Eddie acto amano. Now K.Taylor extracts said your mama you know a cheap propaganda, a cheap politics in a way, a cheap I can't say ama yosem and my man edin who akorama oye. Anwa how common anwa obi e tensi the crowd waiting enya anwa ade akofi akwakoto ayo akoye na duane adi eno na Hawa Koomson eche ede to eye tumamfo adwen se omu ento aba amano na we need every honso was him make a shocking revelation church say Hawa Koomson ono oye nana danko akufuado prapa enya asem kutoa ono angasa akani pin say uko nanado officer enya asem kutoa Addo mudi ne ho no enya asem kutoa kra na we ni sim bibria waka afa ho ho behia say onso esutim ho de yakọ ene de ba at this point in time ye mumra K.Taylor asweye na yenhwe ne yakọ ene de ba hye no so mam say ahasi FunnTV GH
ne akufuado twempena na obutu table so ma saa chichide ne tare de chi enti mama ye nka muwe asem embe da ho te Ghana ende ema nipa da ho di eye you see the disrespect. Hawa Koomson Kaswa Grace Jones say I just mu ye nyina ise ye Jimmy enti wakofa anwa ena ode ba omia stick atare ho ena ocha anwa monye agwa nkoto mame eno kwa kekere kwa ngo so bi hwe junsogu no ho na wenya mrante ne maba wadi nechi adan aye kocha anwa ama Ghana fo Kaswa dwom na o mato aba ma muwe na muwe akọ parliament muwe akọ parliament Ministry of Special Initiative beshen nsa muwe ne nam Ghana ne num kankan entumi anya de papa bia diska Ekufuado yire Ekufuado ba jankroma ambulance deal eye muwe na de man ba no muwe to Ghana so or fisheries ministry on a handle muwe to Ghana twituo aboni patuo ema muwe and nipa sa adini muwe chi muwe na nipa di nechi ye nitua se obotuo na mo maamefo a mudi nechi eye Hawa Koomson mo ba nanka Hawa Koomson bodi timutua anka mo kwasi anka mo bedi Hawa Koomson nechi se onante na onche just cooking oil ene yede baomia stick ataron se je ne koto aba ne ye ndwan ye moana ye Jimmy se na mama NPP fo hu Ghana fo na mama muwe ne nam Kaswa didi nkwasi asam otumi gina radio say yes na me botuo no na muwe da ho ne nam Ghana ade a na oni Ekufuado twempena na obutu table so ma saa chichide ne tare de chi enti mama ye nka muwe asam embe da ho te Ghana ende ema nipa da ho di eye muwe chi se onwura parliament. See how they have lowered our politics into moto about 2016 no went na moto aba Ghana for moko sala is MPP mra no sankwasi ade we na we have the boys, we have the men, we have the women no sa muwe mu na moko se mo ba yeso mo na we die nyansa no mo wa mo betu abo Ghana omo di musika gina $58 million akoto amena wakofa angwa 1 liter abra o se gine kwato aba. That alone should tell you say sa muwe na onena nam Hawa Kaswa Hawa Koomson no ombumu mposa mu yedipa ne yenya mbayewa enketesia mrantie no mudi muwe chi se yenkocha anwa no montomaye for a politician to pick cooking oil and say metumi the cooking oil we abadwom na nipa bi beje ato amame no na one sa politician no ohumu amu odwom ho nyina so mo Jimmy. I'm telling you na mo edwom ho no ohum nyina mo se saa anwa na ode mam no esom mo echen mo amabrabo esom bo chen mo mma esom mo echen eye den ayare sabia papa wo benya esom mo echen wankasa wo kra na ese saa mu we no ombu mu mo kasoa ohum se mo agimi because obomutu a mo beje anwa ato abama no ade chine ekoto aba na mu we ebotu a ye beje de asa akoto ama ne se mu bedi eso for 8 years na ntwie we apo edi nkwasiasem e wo kasoa bedu ha nde e ma nde wenya akukuduru akotam anwa se mecheche anwa se mecheche anwa wudi a obewu anwa oyela wudi a obewu no eno na ende Hawa Koomson ede mamo se monjina monto abama no adan a 1 liter anwa 1 liter. Now, there's something very important we need to talk about, and it's got to do with Bawku. And this Bawku issue is a very sensitive issue. I don't want us to skip. Now, Bawku, and we all know, and I just want to say this. In more Ghana, more a history, especially more the history of the Northern region, more archives. Majority of you know. And the truth behind this Bawku conflict. You all know. But abakwa sama ya bekinkan any how you follow your politics abedun no. We all know when you go to Bawku, those who are wrong and those who are right. And the people who live in Bawku, the people who basically are the indigents of Bawku no omunimomo. So all that is happening, we all understand, say, it has its own political twist to it. And we need to be honest to each other. We need to basically speak the truth. And no one ama a peace about Bawku. The way we are handling Bawku issue, no, and the way some politicians, especially this government, handle Bawku issue, no, it is becoming so bad to the point whereby Bawku for Ghana for they are deliberately being suppressed because some political hands and also some people who have political power, they believe say Bawku for nyina benya peace there. Some group of people should have the peace and should have the power and should be equipped and should be weaponized to frustrate and depress and basically kick some citizens and our indigents out of their land. At the end of the day, we are all Ghanaians. And we need to be very careful the way I handle Bawku issue, especially this NPP government under Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. Now, let's listen to the former President John Mahama. If you are making a
I also thank them for the peace that we're enjoying, because without peace there can be no progress. Unfortunately, any time the peace of Ghana will be disturbed, it is the MPP government that is in power. Recently, I've been hearing some things happening in Bawku that appear to be threatening to disturb the peace there. I just appeal to the people of Bawku area and all those who are stakeholders in what is happening there to exercise patience, exercise restraint. We know that there are some sinister hands who are trying to stoke the fires of ethnic conflict. They should not allow themselves to be provoked to violence. And so please, the people of Bawku area, I'm begging you, I'm pleading with you, remain calm, be restrained, don't resort to conflict. NDC is coming. When we come, we will make sure there is peace in Bawku and surrounding areas.
So these are the words of the former president, John Dramani Mahama. And as some men oka, na some nyina oka ne say, eye nsama esi Bawku no. Opa eye Ghana for chow, especially omwa omote Bawku omo ye Ghana for. Opa omo chow pa say, sa we ye Ghana ni na ote Bawku kwa dia. John Dramani Mahama is saying he pleads with you. We all know the AC of Bawku. We all know how deliberately some politicians, especially in this government, are doing everything possible to make sure say some people are suppressed on their own mother's land. No, John Mahama is saying, "Say, Mumba yena ye making sure say, as citizens and as indigents of Bokuno, we all have to have patience for each other. And this say a amount for political ambition, their motive which is evil, to divide us and to kill us." Because what is happening in Bokuno, a straightforward political influence, and a Emma Boku Foni bi nipa omote Boko ebi ku omunuanom eku omoyerenom eku omumba. It is because the government of the day, they have taken a stand. That stand, is not actually helping the people of Boko. And these are the kind of statements we need. And the Menoka say, yes, nipa over 15 and omowu Boko. The president of the republic has not spoken. The vice president, who is from that part of this country, has not spoken. And this is not the first time this is happening. When they started going after the people of Boko, and let me be honest here, I am not going to take sides in this matter. That is why I begin from the beginning of my statement. I say, in Penifua around Boko, the history of Ghana, you know the truth behind this Boko conflict. You people know the truth behind this conflict. You people know that there are some things it is influence, a political influence, a straightforward politics. Government of the day is involved in making sure say peace, I afraid peace. Enkwarane emrewa ene embayua ene yema minimum woboko. The government of the day wants to take that peace away for all these people at the end of the day to be killed. And that is my focus. My focus is for people in Bawku to understand, to say we should not allow a politician to come in to suppress and kill the other person.
Mama was so why I'm writing what has she from say hasi a FunnTV GH podcast source at training me quiz looking headlines and a yedi bre a jumbre and a yedi Exp0sě Yamisha's why you're writing a waxy our henny ecoso my Ghana waxy now ye grow in some more K.Taylor etimia making shocking revelation about a Hawa Koomson and in an Addo sending prano and yasam to Akroma atwem prom so train now oko a year a Jubilee House only Hawa Koomson tutum chupano and yasam kotwa na Hawa Koomson ekopen ho asem kochiche anwa abro guso o yen politics campaign gusua o kochiche anwa de madwamfo bia me no say kwa Taylor and so ultimate actually say the way a cheap propaganda, a cheap politics in a way common and one the infant and taught him before Ibini. Na descending also heavily and yasam kutwakra it me so whole from printed ways it me edema mamia me who say also a who the echo any the eba channel so say hi a FunnTV GH at this point in time you in rap K.Taylor aswe ne hwe ne yeko ene de eba ene de mi ahorasi mu se ene yede di kanya ba mani aso bitima subscribe share na all of you nice comment na boa mu mehu ye pa na afi wotimi I like it na wa hit on the notification bell so be ya next time bia no e di video fufuro bituma o na ba ye the first person unsa ebitimi aka nyame hira onyo kese se wa ye ne sa e de amame yensemre yensamu wa yensem bi ne hwe ne yeko ene de eba
for others to feel happy. And who is going to be happy when your brother is dead, when your sister is dead? But the real history is that in Penifua Mo Srim, in Penifua Mo Boko, in Penifua Munina Mo Ghana history, we where this Boko conflict is coming from. And if we are ready to solve it in more than 24 hours, the Boko conflict will be solved. But the problem is that there are some people in this government who don't want the problem to be solved because of their personal interests. When you go to Bawku, you are NDC for her and you are MPP for her. When you go to Bawku, you are Akroma NDC and you are Akroma MPP. You are Akroma MPP and you are Akroma NDC. Bawku itself is made up of Ghanaians. Let us get something straight. What is happening right now? The NPP trying to nullify a group of people in Bawku, and it is bad. And let us be fair to ourselves. The kind of attention this government is giving to the Bawku conflict, the kind of attention the president is giving to this Bawku conflict, the kind of attention the vice president is giving, you could see they care less about what is happening because in their head, some people that they are on their side are winning the battle. And we as a people, we have to at the end of the day understand the say yen to mean jina e kobiechi emanin suppressi kobi in the name say obi wa abaimu, somebody is in power. So no matter what, some people are supposed to take over the place. Every single soul in Bawku is a Ghanaian. And that is the most important thing we all need to understand. Every single soul in Bawku is a Ghanaian first before Bawku. So why are we allowing politicians to infiltrate? Now, look at this. My mentor the Kudientia. A Bawku issue a very scary. Now, full text. Bawku Naba blames Akufo-Addo Bawumia for renewed conflicts. And these are not easy or weak words. The overlord of Bawku, the Bawku Shanensa, Bawku Wura, we be na no atro krata se eye Akufo-Addo and the Bawumia and the Shento Kwanichi. This is serious. Why should it get to this point? Why should it get to this place? I don't care about the tribal fashion, but my issue is, why should politicians go in there and because of the little power they have, they want some of their brothers and sisters who voted for them to be killed, to die, or because they feel that their party, their power will force some people to bow to some people. Now, the overlord of Bawku is saying, say, the conflict, the renewed conflict, Nipa Ewu Bawku no, the overlord is saying, say, Akufo-Addo and the Bawumia, they are the ones behind the killings in Bawku, and this is dangerous. This is dangerous because when an overlord, the chief of a place, the recognized chief of a place, a chief who everybody recognizes, says, a president and his vice are behind conflict, then we have to be careful. We have to be careful because it can escalate. It can get to a point whereby we will not be able to stop what is going on. I care about the young people of Bawku. I care about the women. I care about the children. I care about lives. I don't care about the political parties in Bawku. The people of Bawku know what is good for them. The elders at Bawku, they know who owns Bawku land, who is supposed to lead Bawku land, who is supposed to be in charge of Bawku land. So why are we making this so complex? Why are we making this so difficult? Why are we making this so tough for simple lives to be saved? Why is it so complicated? And I ask Bawumia, what does Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, what did they get from this? Mamka Vincho. Bawku Naba is not far from the truth. You know why? Because you see, near Akroma, and Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo catch Ghana for say, or starting a tour, or starting a tour with Ghana. Now you see the conflict now, you know. Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, he stays in Greater Accra region. So Akufo-Addo is starting a tour. You expect Akufo-Addo to start his tour. Say Bawumia, say a campaigner, also start a tour no with the closest region, either from his stronghold, the Ashanti region, or from the Greater Accra region, or from his own region, or even regions closer to him. But the funny thing is, Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, what he did was that because he had an agenda, because he knew what he was doing, because he wanted to go up there and set the traps before he leaves. Because to me, I believe Akufo-Addo is starting the tour now. He actually went up there to go create an impression and to put something in some people's head. They say, you people, the land is for you, and that anybody who comes here, destroy them, we will protect you. And that is the reason why Akufo-Addo say, starting the tour now, today, Akufo-Addo begins tour of Savannah, Northern and Northeast region today. Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo starting the tour of Upper East. And why the reason why he started his tour from there, and they say, he wanted the people there who are not people who want peace, you know. He went there to assure them, say, whatever they are doing, whatever make them believe, say, they can take over Bawku, they can basically take over the place, you know. He went there to assure them that they can do what they want to do. That is why after he left there, the conflict started. Because the idea is that the president always goes to places, stoke fire, goes there, builds some kind of tension and walks away. And that is why Akufo-Addo say, Oyato, Oko Upper East, So wakojina baby yet for because the agenda was that sa esrohono they wanted to give it to some particular group of people. I'm not here to draw tribal lines, but I'm here to make sure say every Ghanaian who is up there and calling himself or herself Ghanaian is protected. That is my priority here. I don't care where this person is coming from, which tribe this person is with. We all know the history of Bawku. The people in Bawku, the people in the north, the historians in Ghana, they all know the history of Bawku and they know who are the rightful owners of Bawku land. It is not my job to come and tell the people who already know the truth, El Bawku, who owns the land of Bawku. Inti Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is the one who started this. He went up there and he went to meet people and told them, say, this is what you need to do. You see, some people have been weaponized in Bawku. They have been given an idea that they can commit crime and walk. They can kill and walk. No consequences as far as the NPP is in power. That is why some people, because the only solution from this government, every time there's conflict in Bawku, is that there's curfew. Oh, we have placed curfew. So whoever has murdered anyone, whoever has deliberately killed a Ghanaian, that person walks free. And that is the only thing they do to protect criminals who have been given the weapons to fight their brothers and sisters. So you will see the interior minister will come and say, oh, Bawku, we have put a curfew in place. If you put curfew in place, that does not mean you have solved the problem. People are killing people and we know the people killing the people. There are people who have seen people who are not supposed to have weapons. People who are being weaponized. We know their names. Why is the ministry refusing to make sure, say, some people have been arrested? They don't arrest. All that they do is that curfew. They will put a curfew down. After 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they will lift the curfew. These people will come back again. They will kill again. They will go back into their hole and then they will come and say curfew. You cannot build a place like that. That is why when the Bawku Naba said that Bawku people wanted their own region, I supported the man because it is important that he also gets to know that this is my territory. This is my region. This is my territory. If anybody comes into my territory to commit any crime, I will know who entered my territory to commit a crime. So for that man, when JM went to the north, Mahama said, Bawku Naba said, we will love if you can consider. The man did not even demanded. He was saying, if you can consider when you become president, can you look into it if Bawku can be its own region? And I think that the man had a reason for saying that. That is why today he's saying that Bawumia and Akufo-Addo are the ones behind the killings in Bawku. Is it not sad that people are being murdered, shot point blank? The president of the republic, over 72 hours, he has decided not to make a statement. And now the interior ministry, the president needs to speak before the interior ministry. The president needs to speak before the interior ministry because the interior minister needs to brief the president for the president to speak to the nation before the interior ministry takes action. Why is the interior ministry going ahead of the president? Why is the vice president refusing to speak on the issue? Because they are the ones who orchestrated this. So I support the Bawku Naba.
And way in some mahoro chimi koso wa channel yiso mamna wase so jom no da se so body and dia dum video mi ne be san ba wram na yetumi edede chase so timi afso no she no so am say I see FunnTV GH that's it.